Read the monster. Read the monster.
Yeah. Get your head wrapped around what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready.
That way you know where to pull punches.
Pull punches. Pull punches.
You shouldn't have said that.
Oh no. The last time you guys insulted me on tactics, you know, I didn't pull any punches. What was it, like the croak? And you guys were like, "Oh, you should have led with that. You could have done better." It's been a Muppet wipe this entire time. But I'm telling you, as the logos burn by and the people listen to my voice and wondering what I talk about, I'm skipping right to the battle screen. Right.
Why does Jeff sound so happy?
Finally,
I'm gonna kill me some dwarves. Yeah.
he's gonna try.
Let's zoom in, shall we? We don't want to miss any of this.
Well,
hello.
First of all, move that thing back where it goes. They're not engulfed already.
No, this is where it put it. This is the encounter appearing. It is so clear. It is so clear. These two walked into it. That's what I'm taking from this. There's no back wall. There's not enough room. It's sitting right there. And without that DC 23 perception, you guys walk into it. So, top of the round.
I didn't even get a perception.
No, you walked in the room and did what?
I walked in the room and
searched.
And we said we were going to search.
Start searching the room.
We started talking about stuff, and all of a sudden you pop this thing up there. I'll roll a perception.
Mm-hmm.
Or I took 20, and my perception is...
first things first. Matt,
plus 5. So,
first things,
25 is my initiative, bitch.
First things first. Welcome to an exciting episode. An exciting reload. Oh, we've been waiting for this one. An exciting episode of... We shot first? No. We gelled first? No. It is the Age of Ashes Dicewise Entertainment presents. Shout out to our sponsors. We missed mentioning them last time. Fantasy Grounds sponsoring these books to us. And of course, the awesome Devon Knight minis that we are using for the characters. Not always the monsters, but definitely for the characters to make us look... Well, top-down art is the best, instead of a big floating head pog as far as I'm concerned, but that's just personal preference. Shout out to our sponsors. And tonight, in the house, we are fully loaded. We have Theoin, who tried diplomacy, held back, let Al take diplomacy, come back in, reloaded a bunch of rooms, come in here, he's searching around, and then all of a sudden, somebody notices, encounters, walks into, we're not sure just yet, some sort of giant, so clear DC 23 to spot it type of creature. Niles and Theoin are on the bottom of this room. I hadn't even really finished describing it. Really, toppled racks are scattered throughout this wide room, as well as anvils, hammers, tool sets, and other supplies that were once used to repair the HellKnights' iconic armor. And you guys just move around the room. Now, Joe, is there such a thing as a reactionary perception check? Because I know it costs you an action, and they talk about searching for 20 minutes, and half the time I've been asking for perception. So I will ask those who didn't as we go around the room. Joe Gibson, our resident rule lawyer, playing Niles Albright. Our cleric is in the house tonight. We have Muros Anvilbender. Niles can't talk right now. He's busy being engulfed by a gelatinous cube. Miles Anvilbender, quick on the draw, not so quick on the wit, played by Ryan Messina tonight.
What's up, everybody?
Whining in the house about his perception check. Matt Witt, our wisdom. And of course, I want to say the star of our show, but he does star in other shows, but he's certainly getting a lot of attention. Frank Hamilton is in the house playing our lead dwarf, classic dwarf.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just super happy that I went south to check out this table that had some writing on it.
Okay, so
Super
I'm looking back at the stats that we got luck here. Niles Albright had a perception trained last time at 10, so he's keeping that. So Niles, I don't know why you're on a 1, but I'm going to give you 10. And unfortunately, that means Niles, failed to spot with the 23. Scrolling back, we've got a perception from Muros Anvilbender searching the room with an 8. So I'm plucking that 17. You guys are you sure you want to call for those? Because they're just getting worse here. We have Theon with his 21. And that's it. So yeah, Al was making an Arcana checks, run around. So Al, can I have a perception check to see if you
Sure you can.
What?
Here's where I get the natural 20. No, two.
Come
Seven.
on, natural
Seven.
7? So as I was saying,
Sure. Carry on, carry on.
as I was saying, the battle music's playing, the ambient tabletop audio, free, by the way, great website we use for a lot of our audio projects. Castle Jail is playing to add some horror and a little bit of spooky echo throughout this dungeon. Gentlemen, to our terrible surprise, a 10 by 10, practically crystal clear, gelatinous, large something is sitting there. And you guys walk into it, and it immediately sort of reacts, sticks to you. I'm going to attack you now. There's no two ways about it. And we're going to actually have to move me just to line up multiple targets. I don't think I've done a creature that can attack multiple targets. You ready for this?
What?
Miros Anvilbender. Elbrick.
That's beautiful.
Oh, it's not Niles. It's Miros up there.
Yes, it's Muros.
I thought it was Niles.
No.
Oh,
Nope.
I thought it was Niles. Okay. Terribly sorry. It sticks to Miros, but just kind of catches a sleeve or a glove, and you just kind of pull up short with the toes of your boots stuck to this thing. And it's like, burn some away. The damage to poor Miros is 6. And can I have a fortitude save?
Sure.
Please make it.
12.
Paralysis. Incapacitation. A creature engulfed by the cube or hit by its attack is paralyzed unless it succeeds at a DC 20 fortitude save. The victim can attempt a new save to recover at the end of each of its turns. So technically, this is... I don't call for it on yours. You take the damage, and then on your turn, you can...
This is terrible.
Attempt
actually,
to
no.
resist it again.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. Because, I don't know if I'm supposed to
Yeah.
do this on my turn when I attack you, or on
No,
your turn.
it'd be the target's turn.
Yeah, that would be the second, what can you do but rally for the... Okay, that makes sense. All right. So we're up. We're running. And I've already... Oh, look, it's the same dwarf I'm always hurting. How's the chest hairs are burning off from the acid. Guys, Theoin, you're on deck, and now it's your turn. Niles is on deck right after. Theoin, what do you do?
I don't know what to do. 5 foot step and cry. Attack. Because that's all I'm good at, really. I mean, I see this wall of slime eating my friends. I see smoke raising up off of those that are like being slowly consumed. I'm gonna try to chop it, see how that works out for me.
Okay, so there's something we got going on here that if I appear here, okay, that means you guys never got there. You're touching it here, right?
Sure.
It hasn't engulfed anybody yet. See what I'm saying? Like you guys are in contact with its edge.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Makes sense? So here comes Theoin trying to get it on the kitty corner.
Yep.
Okay.
Hadouken. Oh, wait. I
Target.
didn't target it.
I got it. What'd you get?
Okay.
Sorry, I'll take the roll.
21.
21 versus little old me.
Oh my god, that's a ton of damage.
My AC is 10.
That's a crit? Question mark?
Yeah, it is.
Can they be critted?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, probably not.
I am immune. No crit for you.
I'm at 24 points of non-crit damage.
So you chop into the jello. It wiggles. Hey.
Oh my god. That's just a world of ugly. All right, second attack. Come on, baby.
Another one.
Yep.
But
Would have been a critical. Oh, well.
I'm immune to critical, so we got to take the non-green dice. So we'll take the 16.
plus 8.
16 plus 4, because it's not a crit.
Right.
So 20 more points.
Okay, sorry. So I'll take. Thank you. I'll take 18 back, because it's just laying into me.
No.
What?
You only get 9 back. Right? 10 plus 6 plus 4 is 20.
Sorry. I'm looking at 1 and 4, like 14. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You'll have your opportunity to kill us.
Sorry.
Let me do my 44
I'm
points
so
in 1
excited.
round.
I can't even do math thrill. Mighty dragons. Okay. Theoin
That's it.
strides
I'm
up,
done.
and there's 2
That's a
attacks.
stride and 2 attacks.
Now-
just out of curiosity, can our cleric like heal acid damage? Like, can you remove conditions at low level as a cleric?
That's a good question.
He'll quickly tell you before his turn. Now I'll tell you something, Theoin. You chop it, okay, and it reacts like a living thing. It doesn't seem to like that you're slicing up jello for everybody and Bill Cosby. It doesn't seem to. It reacts and revolts and recoils at your axe. And although your axe is reacting to the acid, it seems weak enough that it's really not hurting the metal.
All right. But it looks like it's taken damage?
Oh,
Question
yeah.
mark?
Oh, yeah.
All right, sweet.
But
sweet.
this thing is massive, a 10 by 10 cube, and you're chopping into it, doing your mightiness. It's just, this thing is a barn, it's a tank, and you're done. Niles,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
for free, Al is calling to you. Al.
What am I calling to you? Oh my god, this slimy thing!
I thought
Can you help? Oh, Muros
Yeah.
has been hit. It looks like he's melting. Can you help him?
I'm sure I could.
one's finger gets
As I'm
stuck.
trying to read as fast as I
Yeah.
fucking possibly can here.
One finger gets stuck, and he goes down on his knees again. Oh, Muros, your mother's gonna kill me. Singeing the chest hair. Oh, that's really good. But you know what? So, you guys have been cakewalking till now. A little bit of a challenge for you. So I don't want to hear any bitching. I want to see what some of our best players can do. Niles, what have you got for us, Bobby?
I am going to cast Heal.
On.
And I'm going to use 3 actions for this.
Okay.
This is my material, my somatic, and my verbal. I will dispense a positive energy burst, 30 foot, for targets all living and all undead creatures. So if it's living, you get bonus hit points. If it's undead, you take damage.
So are you healing the slime?
Yeah, well, yeah. if it's alive, then yeah, it'll be. healed.
I don't
If
see a
it's
downside to
undead,
this.
then-
Go on.
Yep.
Did he tell you he is a drunken cleric, right? Yeah. I'm still waiting for the catch. I know I've played with Joe for years. There's got to be a catch. There's some kind of hidden tactic here. What's going on here?
But if
It's
you're
positive
slime-
energy. So if it's undead, it takes damage. If it's not undead, then
Oh, we're just finding out for sure, as well as healing the party, and if I happen to get hit points back. It's
Yeah.
nothing. It's nothing that Theoin can't take care of next round, right?
that's right.
Someone's been crunching the numbers. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't talk often, but his mind is a steel trap. He's crunching the numbers. All right, fine. What do you got for me?
As soon as I cast it, I'll be good. Let's see what it does here. Oh, jeez. So annoying. I did this the other day. Got everything fixed. All right, so it's a D10. There it comes. 5 points to everybody. Centered off of Muros, since he is obviously hurt the most.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love you.
I would say that if I were possible.
So I get 5 back. That sounds good. We'll start with me, the monster. Theoin is completely healed from his 2, and of the 9, Miros is only down to 4 wounds taken. And that's 3 actions and done.
Yep.
Miros, you are paralyzed.
Yes.
It hits you, you're paralyzed, you failed your fort. Now, I believe that happens on its turn with its attack. Now that you have the paralyzed condition, I believe, according to the monster here, it talks about a victim can attempt a new save to recover at the end of each of its turn. However...
And I am a victim.
True. But surely there's something else you could do. Do you have any kind of mental power, any mental state, anything you can do that's not...
I'm level 2, bud.
Oh, yeah.
I got patents.
Dude, you took a double-handed sword through the chest and looked a female bugbear in the eye and went, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't paralyze me though.
Okay. Okay. So if you got nothing, I'll have that saving throw fortitude save then, sir.
Yes. 24.
24. But it says the very end, so you are no longer paralyzed.
End of my turn?
Yeah, it says at the end.
Okay.
Victim can attempt
Alright.
a new save to recover at the end of each of its turns. So you rally. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, look, a new target.
Oh no, I'm the same target as before.
When Master Anvilbender dropped you down that deep gully with little tiny slimes saying, "Learn to resist, lad!" And they're nipping at your toes and turning your toes numb, you know. Those days paid off. I mean, he just climbed out. He's not stupid, but, you know, I'm sure. Albric, you are up at the end of the round. What do you want to do?
I am going to spread my hands out in front of me and shoot a cone of flame in the face of the beast.
Well, that sounds exciting.
Burning hands. What? It failed. Ha ha.
What?
No, you're. So I did it.
Yeah.
It failed its DC check.
Oh, I thought you meant like your fire spell failed. I'm like, what? No,
Nope.
no. I want to, let's see the fire spell. I mean, come on. Yeah, here we go.
For 7 points of fire damage.
Nicely done. You start.
And then with my last action, I'm going to scoot out this freaking door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do.
No, wait.
Goodbye.
I get a lurch of opportunity. It just leans forward and traps you. You're lucky
It
this.
has attack of opportunity.
No, but you're lucky there's more than one door. Imagine this thing takes one move in front of the door. You guys would be in trouble. Okay, so a spell and a stride out, and that's it.
And that's it.
All right. Round
Oh,
2.
wait. For free, I go, run, lads, run if you can.
The puppy's like hanging out of his pocket, just, you know, Aracena nodding. Yep, time to bail.
Oh, no, I gave it flying today, so it's just flying around me.
Okay. Now, it talks about a cube face attack. So, on our kitty corner is Theoin. I don't think it attacks Theoin. It just kind of, you know, what's in front of it. Which happens to be Miros. Again. Go figure. With a natural 1.
Critical miss.
But I don't have a name. I am large.
And you're also immune to criticals, so I would think it goes both ways.
Oh, that's
It's-
interesting.
It stubs its toe.
It makes a toe and then stubs it.
It goes to move forward, and there's like the stones are uneven and can't get over the 2-inch curb. It gets confused. Theoin. Oh, you know what though? Attacking you only takes 1 action, and like any good monster, I have 3, and I was so excited that I could have just attacked 2 people and did the 2 attacks I did. I have 2 actions left. So instead of just sort of leaning with you with the cube and it you know, does not get in said miss, I'm going to try to engulf you with 2 action. It just sort of completely lurches forward.
Does not the paralyze me first?
I believe I do. I believe I have to hit you, paralyze you, and then I can sort of engulf you. But I'm leaning that way. So
I'm thinking from old school, so I...
No. Yeah, it's double. It's not just an off attack. It's engulfing with a DC. So it's like I believe I have to hit you, paralyze you, and then lean in. So I'll tell you what. I have 3 actions. Okay, I'm immune to critical hits, but I'm thinking that's incoming. I'm actually going to make it skip an attack as a critical miss, as your old school sort of, right? To be fair. So it attacks you. There's some kind of fumble going on. It can't get over the curb. That burns a second action to recover. And to be fair, it only gets its last action as a second attack. Also on Muros with a 28 and hits you. But I don't have enough.
For that second action, did you reduce the modifier? Just before. I think it's still going to hit anyways, but we don't want to run into that issue again.
No. Sorry. I just saw the 28 and like 4 in my head is 24, so I would have override the program. But yeah, no, it does hit. And we'll do 5 points of acid damage. But because of that critical miss, sir, I don't have enough actions left to try to engulf you. Also because that attack came in the other round, so that's fair.
Right.
So, however, you need a saving throw again immediately. Fortitude, if you please.
No,
16. And you're paralyzed. Theoin.
Again.
Theoin.
Okay. Is it targeted?
Is it targeted?
appears to be
Yes.
targeted.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. First attack. Hit. And damage.
Nice.
Oh, that's so gross.
Dude.
Nice. Keep it up.
Call it out here. The oohing and awing I appreciate, but no one's hearing it.
Oh my god!
26 damage.
26 points of damage.
Hits with his next attack.
Oh, let's back up there. So Theoin swings with his mighty axe for a 19 and hits it. Big whoop. I have AC 10. I literally am the side of a barn. Good for you. He does double 11s.
Thank God.
Double 11s on his D12 plus 4 is 26 points of damage, and these guys freak out. And then
Then a natural 5.
hits it with an
Plus
11.
6 gets me
11.
11.
Barely, and they're so excited
Barely.
because that hits.
And the damage was made evident by his attack roll.
Yeah, another
Yeah.
9.
It's appropriate.
Covered in ooze.
Okay. So he's
So 9 more points of damage off the second attack.
okay. He has done a total of it's beyond. Because I healed some back and then
it's
points
still
is
up.
crazy.
It's
Yeah,
still
I'm still here. What do you got? You got nothing.
Last attack. Hit.
19.
18.
Oh, what's 19?
Come on, baby. Dying.
Finally gets 90 points in one round. Theoin, you are a beast. Oh my god.
It's the axe, though.
It's
the
the
axe.
It's the axe.
My god.
13 more points of damage.
It's dying. The poor thing. There's always room for jello, but obviously you don't want any. Are you done? Yeah.
That's it.
Bastard.
No 5-foot steps. No nothing.
Nothing just
That was
stands
all
there. Niles.
Walks up and just.
Niles.
So, is this when I walk up
I-
and give
I-
you
I
sticky
don't-
sticky?
No.
I don't
Make
think
sure
that's a
it's
good
dead.
representation of what.
Miros is hurt. I
what
need that channel.
Theon's like this.
Miros is paralyzed. He can't tell you how badly he wants you to channel again and give everybody in the room hit points.
No, he's just stuck in a fighting stance.
It's only Muros this time, so I'll just heal him.
Aw.
I'll just reach out and
I
grab
want to
him
keep going. We're so close.
for a big weapon 6, which is weird. Hold on, I gotta read that. But yeah, 6.
6 points.
You feel gratitude pushed in your direction.
I gotta clarify because somebody's gonna go, oh well, why didn't you like attack Miros and then use the last 2 actions to engulf him the very first round? If you look at the chart, I attacked Al first and missed, burning my first action. Attacked Miros second, burning the second, and had none left. And then the rounds just started falling apart because of this freaking dwarf, man. It comes down the mountain, he wants to make beer, and what does he do? He just decimates the monster populace. Well done, sir.
I know.
Dude.
Carry me, senpai.
So I give 6 points back to Miros, who now only has 3 damage,
but is paralyzed.
but is paralyzed. And
I'm gonna produce flame on the large ooze just to be sure.
Cooking some jello.
cooking the marshmallow.
Seriously, no, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Now, is that using up your spell slots and whatever for the day? So
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. So
Hit
I'm at dying. I take damage. Now I'm at dying 2.
for 1 point of fire damage.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Well, I'm at dying 2 now. I could stabilize.
It's dead if it has
It
no
could
name.
stabilize.
No. I got till dying 4, man. I gotta stay. I told you there were dudes and monkey butts waking up in the other room until you guys came back through the freaking bear, and it just went to town. And then you guys are like, "Why didn't eat the
It just
frogs?"
cleaned up behind us.
No. This thing
So we
ravaged.
didn't kill anything. We're not doing any making sure we don't have a rogue because that's the rogue's job, and we're all just like, yeah, well, we'll let the rogue take care of that. It's just like,
Picture
hey,
the camera on the floor, and there's that wide open dead rainbow butt monkey staring into it with bear chunks right out of its cheek, and there's a long shot down a hall, and you guys are walking away going, I don't understand why the bear didn't eat more stuff. Why didn't it eat the frog's legs? Why is it not still here? It's like it ate and ravaged. Didn't you hear the ravaging through the door?
Nope, we were sleeping.
You were
like good
sleeping.
dwarves.
Sleepy dwarves.
So what I'm pulling out of all of this is that if we find a broom, we can sweep this thing up and make money off it.
It's
I'll do a knowledge arcana on that.
Because it's not dead. How do you farm out ooze?
You cut it up into little pieces and let it
Like a
grow.
worm? I don't
Yeah.
know.
no, it's mostly intact and dying.
Knowledge arcana of 14. Is there a value to the corpse of a ooze?
It is considered to have a coating that it secretes around itself, which is a weak acid, which will dissolve organic material. Stone, metal, it's pretty much fine.
We
But
could use it for a cleaner in the brewery.
But right now, just like any other creature, it's a dying 2.
Well, when my turn comes around, I'm going to light it on fire again.
I was gonna say, what do you do? Tie it up? He's got this rope with one wrap around the cube, and it's completely subdued. Come on, Miros pulling it. Their pet cube, right? We have puppies, and Miros has a pet cube.
That would be horribly appropriate. Best sparring partner ever.
Oh yeah.
It's like his portable heavy bag.
He puts on his metal gauntlets so he doesn't get the acid damage, right? Oh, great. Now I can picture a gelatinous cube with arms and a towel around its neck. Miros, you're a bum. Just whacking away at its chest. There's Miros in there, right? Oh, come on, cube.
Is
Come
it
on,
wrong that I
Coach.
want to see that?
I know.
I'm pretty sure I can arrange some kind of artwork through my terrible pen hand or through one of my kids. So anyway, guys, there's a montage of the cube training Miros. First
The
he's
cube could be like a set
guys-
of stairs.
well, first
Yeah.
there's the
Goes to a set of stairs. He's
But it's
the
like an
heavy
escalator?
bag.
no, there's the montage of a spy scene where Al is breaking its will, and then all of a sudden it puts on the baseball cap and the towel, and it's our friend, and it's training Miros, and he makes Miros run up the stairs, and it just kind of keeps hitting the bottom step. Because it doesn't do stairs, and there's Miros pounding the beef, and it's just making its way up the line, engulfing and absorbing beef after beef after beef, shagging that kind of thing. It's going on, all this stuff. Dun, 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 dun,
Cool.
Yep.
Good job carrying,
thing.
buddy.
How intimidating
Theoin.
is it for Miros to sit on the ropes in a corner? And he's drinking his bottle and he's spitting it out. He's glaring at the competition, and the competition freaks because these arms come over, acid arms, and just start melting his shoulders like he's trying to rub him. And Miros just takes the pain and the acid. How intimidating is that? when he's like in his corner.
He just does that. Oh yeah, loosen
Just-
that up. You know.
It's like
It's deep tissue.
yeah, 8535. The competition
Yeah,
would
it
just
is.
like throw it at their towel. The coach just sees like the coach cube. Coach cube, put me in. Oh god. Okay, enough.
It gets to the natural layer.
Don't get me going, man.
Boom.
I'll do this all night. Coach cube, put me in. All right. What do you guys do? Damn it. I gotta write
Is
that
it
down.
dead yet? Like,
Oh, give it a medical check.
no, I'll stab it until it doesn't move.
Okay,
Like,
one skill check.
pokey pokey.
Healing in first edition, you guys always bitched. Connor hated it. One medical check, and I can say, yes, it's dead. No, it's dead. Is it dead yet? Because we want to roll. We want to stab.
Stab. 3 actions of stabbing it. It's dead.
Theo
Would you like to
is
roll my
going
damage?
crazy on it.
I am not messing around.
Oh, look, it's now Niall's sparring partner. Something he can hit.
A medicine check of 21 to determine if it still has life.
Pokey pokey.
The cleric's poking at it. Yep. Yeah. Oh no, third stab. Nope. Done. Okay.
Good.
Actually, 4 stab because he rolled a 3. How do you miss a
Yep.
10? It's flat-footed 10. All right. Putting the jello out of its misery. Only Muros mourns it, still wrapped up in his his training montage in his head.
Oh, I had nothing else to do. I was paralyzed.
Yeah, you can always bring.
His
You can always
imagination just goes.
bring Coach Cube to train your little disciple goblins. Here,
Come back after a week, the goblins are gone.
yeah, they're melted. You just see like little goblin clothes floating around inside. Cube's like,
Goblin clothes and the cube has a decidedly green tinge to it.
yeah, I know. Cube looks disappointed, hands on its hips. They couldn't make it. They didn't cut it.
They were bums, Rocky.
They were-
They were bums.
They were bums, Miros. They were bums. Bring me more goblins. I'm hungry. I mean, they were bums. We need more disciples. Crap. Please, somebody get me out of this idea. This next room, please. I'm actually asking
All right.
Frank
I got a
to open a
23,
door.
so I'm no longer paralyzed.
Yeah.
Hey, I was waiting for that. This is why I stayed with the cube montage. Just like,
Oh, so you're finally up from your little nap. Had
Well,
to
I was-
leave poor old Theoin to do all the work himself. You hardly even twitched a muscle for that whole time.
My job is beatings. Given and taken said beatings. Today, I took the beatings.
Well, I appreciate you standing there and letting me do all the work and getting the credit.
Theoin?
Let's give this room a tossing over and move on.
Sounds good.
So on to some perception checks.
Remember, as soon as the door opens, perception check.
we all searched. I don't want to be stuck with some crappy craft check. No.
Right?
14.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
27 perception.
God.
it.
Dang, I am rolling awesome tonight.
He's looking through the walls.
I gotta say,
I just closed my eyes and put the hand on the wall.
I would have actually hidden this, perhaps changed it if I had to keep playing your butt and doing all the killing for you. But Frank was a killer, a chopper, a whirling force of nature before I had to play him for 2 sessions, and he's proven himself to be a whirling, chopping thing of death after he's played a couple sessions. The perceptions are high, and Frank is the man. A battle
Dude.
axe lays in a corner.
All right.
Nice looking axe, this battle axe.
Detect magic.
A magical battle axe, Al.
Ooh.
And I'm not talking the kind that you need to put the blue gem on or pull the rock off.
I take his old axe out of his hand. I pull the rock off. I put it on the new axe and I hand it to him. And I literally take his other axe and just kind of throw it on the ground behind me.
Get some
I have no idea what's going on right now.
craft checks. Yeah, he just
what's happening?
sees an axe. You see, you search the room. The only thing valuable that's intact that isn't like, broken crap and everything.
No, I don't actually do that. But I do tell him that it is magical.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
Theoin,
do you-
that's a
Pick it up.
magical battle axe right there, lad.
It's not sitting in a corner. It's actually in the corner that the cube was in. So after you guys kill the cube, Whether it was
It
behind,
like melts out of it.
it's either behind it. You're not sure. Either behind the cube or it melted out of it.
Is it the only magical thing in the room?
Well, we're
Just-
all
just
magical in our own
case.
way.
Aside from my friends.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
To the victor goes the spoils.
It actually
Who needs an
says.
axe?
It actually says, and again, forgive me, audience, for metaing, but me and the guys do find this interesting because we're interested in how these adventures are written, as well as how they are played. It says, after the PCs defeat the cube, they can claim all that remains of the cultists apart from a few undigested bones. A battle axe. Consider changing this into a different weapon preferred by one of your PCs if a battle axe isn't a good fit for any of them, unless Frank is present. If Frank does too well earlier, make it a dagger and he can suck it up. But just right there, just suck it up. No.
What's that?
A battle
So it's a
axe for
dagger.
Frank, possibly magical. What do you guys do to ID this thing?
No, it's not possibly. It is magical. I just
It
don't
is.
know what kind of magic it is.
Oh, okay.
But I'll take a minute or two and have a gander at it,
Okay.
or 20 if that makes it an easier check.
Take all day.
What does appraise fall under, anyways?
Isn't
Oh,
it
yeah.
going to be Arcana check?
Yeah, it's whatever skill would be
Yeah.
used to identify.
Did
it.
you
Yeah,
know that an axe is considered a sweep weapon?
Nope.
Yep.
Yes. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to your attack roll if you already attempt to attack a different target this turn using this weapon. So if you attack one target, and then shift to the next target beside him, you get a +1 hit the guy beside him because you're sweeping.
For following through.
Yeah, almost like the.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Now I'm assuming this is all axes. Perhaps something we didn't know about axes.
Yep.
Or is it just something that?
All large axes,
Okay.
like a hand axe, does not have.
So this is not a battle axe of sweeping. This is a, by the way,
It just does this thing.
it's
'cause
magical. There is what you identify as a potency rune embedded on the weapon. A
Fancy.
potency
What,
runes,
what does that do?
it adds a magical plus.
Ooh, nice.
Not sure what the plus is, but a potency rune is basically, instead of saying +1, you know what I mean? There's an actual rune of magic that Al recognizes that increases the weapon's potency, and it'll give us a bonus to attack. Doesn't say damage, it just says attack. Not that it needs damage,
Is
the
it
damn
a
thing does
striking
2d12.
weapon? Is it a striking weapon?
It's a slashing weapon with a potency rune on it, giving it some kind of plus. +1, +2, +5, who knows. I will tell you, though, unlike old school, though, it's not +1 to damage, because the damn thing does 2d12, Frank. You don't need any more damage.
True.
True.
Three.
Shall I slap it in the party for you?
Oh, you should slap it right on
oh,
his
yeah.
character.
Oh, I thought we'd fight over it.
Oh yeah,
No.
I wanted.
Yeah. He's sitting there with his rapier. I killed the cube. I finished it. The kill is mine. Yeah.
No.
No.
But what we will do is, I'll crack open my wineskin.
Absolutely.
Victory.
Victory.
All right, there you go, Theon. Let's see if it's on there. Victory. Da 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 da. No?
I don't know. On my character sheet? No, I don't
Oh,
see
there you go. I actually have to have the inventory open.
it.
Bum, ba, bum. And then if we equip it, like so,
Right there, +1 battle axe.
Yep. If we equip it,
Dang.
then it should, as I've turned it into the. There you go. Oh,
that
it's
for
a
backup.
D8 slashing magical weapon, as opposed to a great axe of your 2d12. So it doesn't do the same amount of damage, but it's considered magical.
It's a backup.
Yeah.
So put it in your pack. Keep using the one you've been using.
Well, let's not forget though that I'm assuming that this axe group can still sweep, despite which one he's using.
Why does it say only +6 to hit? Is that as an offhand?
It's in the weapon description on what it can do for weapon traits. So every weapon is
No, he's saying I have a +11 to strike with my great axe. Why do I only have a +6 to hit with this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is a good question.
There you go. Your proficiency in the weapon wasn't ticked off. Now it is.
Oh, gotcha.
Are you trained? Are you expert? What are you in? He'd be trained, right?
He is a fighter, so
yeah.
he's trained in all martial.
Okay. That still only brings him up to 10. Oh, because it's not a dwarven weapon, maybe?
Yep, and it's based on his feats.
Okay. So only a +10 to hit with this thing. It is of human construction. Something I think is really neat about an axe, a battle axe is a one-handed weapon, okay? A great axe is so heavy it needs to be wielded in two hands, often having a double blade. And the bottom, you know how they have the extra curvature of the bottom of the blade? You know what they call that? They say the blade is bearded.
Cool.
Yeah. It's in the description here. That's really cool. So,
And now you, and if you don't know, now you know.
so he's got
Now you know.
big beard and little beard. Big beard and magical beard. So,
Dwarven beard, human beard.
you also have, this is a one-handed weapon magical axe, so you could actually have your other hand free for a weapon, a shield, you know, could be attack mode
I
and
can
defense
finally
mode.
use that shield I've been carrying around all day.
Yeah.
Protects your back.
Do you actually have a shield?
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go, man. You've got attack and defense mode.
All right.
So, next room?
Yep.
Dun dun dun. Into the next room, boys. This entry hall is still decorated with the remnants of homages to the Order of the Nail's most storied deeds. More oil paintings and more recognizable things depicting even more.
Are the oil paintings actually here in this room?
Yep. They only stripped one room. You actually see the oil paintings and such. Now, you notice that the paintings are damaged. Can I have crafting?
Perception of 6.
Crafting or society check reveals the painting's worth. So there you go. For we weren't wrong. Crafting society for appraise is good.
Society 13.
Okay.
Woo!
Society 6. These are clearly worthless.
Society 17.
These are worth about. Well, sorry. There's one painting that is only a little frayed around the edges. Most of them are too badly damaged, but there's one, and it should be going for about 25 gold.
Ooh, just one's a keeper.
Now, you've got to remove it from its wall-mounted frame, which is going to take some time. But once you do that...
Smash!
No, once you guys could do that, you know, you guys could pull a Danny and roll it up and put it in your, you know, tube.
Yep, smash it out of the frame and roll it up.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll take whatever time is necessary to like preserve its value, but that thing's
well,
coming
you
with
need
us.
you need an art dealer or private collector, and as long as you guys don't damage it further in your adventures, which means if you guys have it strapped to your back like your shield and all kinds of shit happens to you like cubes and stuff, it's going to suffer damage.
So, shouldn't we just maybe leave it here, and we'll come back for it on our way out?
Oh,
That-
roll
that
it, roll it up.
I
It
don't like
wouldn't
that.
take longer than a few minutes to run it out to the goblins.
That's awesome. There's like this pause as they're like smashing the frame. Nah, go back to beating the crap out of the wall. Nah, that's fine. Yeah.
Do we find anything else of value in this room?
The good 20-minute perception all around.
Absolutely.
I know I got Al going. Well, it took you guys 20 minutes to get out of the frame. So assuming the rest of you guys doing perception while Niles is, smashing away.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Glorious Hall of once, but now we're good. So,
Well, that was fun, lads. Shall we move along then?
I love the design of this room. Like the 4 rooms around the key shape of the center room. It is a very interesting room. They didn't go in a square. It's kind of like a circle. So the whole hallway looks like the haft of a key with spider legs. And at the end, there's 3 doors that open to several rooms. They came to the center door, and it's sort of like a small key head shape with doors going off into corners. And then the rooms are larger, and they're all wedge-shaped surrounding the center, making sort of like a larger key shape. I really like the design of that, I have to say. Kudos to those wonderful people at Paizo.
So,
And so, looking death in the eye, looking longingly. Next hallway?
next hallway.
Do.
Lead on, Theoin. Or Muros.
Anyone.
But me.
We
Really?
have
Moving down the hall.
exploring the 3 spider-like leg fingerling halls to the north have revealed many rooms.
After you.
The very first to the south ends abruptly in a solid stone wall with no door.
Boo.
Me dwarven ability to sense bullshit is ringing loud and clear right now.
Can I have perception, sir, Mr. BS?
That sounds bizarre. They would end it.
Who would dig a
in
tunnel to
in
nothing?
It sounds
Right?
like Theon suspects that there's more here than meets the eye.
20.
But can he find it?
Somebody help me.
I
Help me.
I help.
Someone help me.
Oh, he finds it. He just gets close and goes, bullshit, and his breath like depresses the button. And he finds a secret door with a perception of 20.
Nice.
Trust Theon to fall upon
Oh,
the
shit.
secret room right out of the gate.
Carry me, senpai. Hey, man, I contributed in that last fight. I did like
Yes,
8
you did.
damage or something like that.
Yep, you did.
So here I am talking about the design and forgetting to track the map. So they were in the center rooms. Notice the big key shape. They come back down into the bottom here. And zooming in, here we go. And they come straight across and stumble into a secret door on the wall and find a secret room early. You know what that means?
Perception checks.
Well, if you're a video game aficionado like Matt, what would you say finding a secret room early does for you?
Boss battle.
Yep. You either get something awesome that's going to help you later, or you're going to get a fight that you're ill-equipped for. Which is it going to be?
Or
I'm
both.
sorry,
raised
your
my-
princess is in another castle.
I raised my shield.
Oh, I've got Frank paranoid.
Yes, I raised my shield
Wait, you have a shield?
and step in. Oh yeah, it's hanging on my back. I couldn't use it earlier because I had this great big axe.
So now you're equipping your new axe. And
If the game gives me magic weapons, I'm gonna use them.
okay. Well, it says shield 0. So I'm assuming that we haven't equipped your shield yet.
There's a check mark that you have to hit below your AC.
Yeah, I've got that checked. It says shield raised ? So I checked that,
Oh,
and my
then
AC didn't change.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's a steel shield. He's got the little T-shirt for equipped. He's got it checked.
You have to put your shield value in the shield on your AC, and then when you raise and lower your shield, it'll modify it.
oh, manual entry.
Yeah.
Where's that? From which?
That's what she said.
So,
oh, there it
Yeah.
is.
yeah.
So what is its value?
Should be 2.
Okay, well we can just fudge it for now. There you go.
There you go.
Done.
I think I've got it.
Going from 18 to 20.
Alrighty. And move it in.
Okay.
Shield up. Let's see, there's 5, 10, 15, 20. Whoops, 20.
You've gone ethereal and into the wall.
6 looming raised daises stretch from east to west in this chamber. The chamber is 40 feet long, 15 feet deep, and in its center, each of these are bearing a massive stone coffin with carefully carved, fully armed and armored HellKnights lying in a stately repose. Upon closer inspection, the details of the various weapons and minor variations in the armor of the figures distinguish these tombs. 2 of the coffins loom ominously open. The east wall... Yes.
Oh,
The east wall bears a complex series of inscriptions composed of faintly glowing pale blue runes.
Ooh, fancy. I'm going to go take a closer look at that.
I'll back you up.
Mister, I want
Hold
my
on.
perception check. Let's have them. I don't wanna hear
Perception of 17.
That's everybody have the
Perception
perceptions
of
up front.
12.
Okay. So you move, that's actions. You're perceiving, that's actions.
Actions.
Okay. Just saying.
Put up.
Yep.
shield.
Take one
So-
or 2 moves. Take one, you know. Well, you guys are just kind of
Where
like wander
is-
around a room,
Where is the glowing inscriptions?
burning several chevrons. On the
Oh, yeah,
east
yeah.
wall? Where are we here? And where we go? Blah, 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 to east wall. So on the very back wall, where Theoin's headed.
Okay.
So that's 2 moves and a perception.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm with them.
wait.
what did you guys get
I
for
raised my
perception?
shield.
15.
I got 17.
12.
Theon got 10.
Okay. Boop. 2 are open. The 2 in the center. And suddenly removing some sort of shroud that would cover the body, making it look indescript, like a patient on a gurney kind of thing, whipping it aside and leaping from their sarcophagi coffins, 2 rather dead-looking HellKnights lurch out of the center, one to the north, and the 3rd coffin, one to the south, from the 4th coffin, trapping our travelers on the north side of the coffins on their way to the wall. Niles is near the exit on the back wall. Starting with Theoin, whose perception of 21.
No. I got a perception of 10.
Oh,
Unless-
perception of
Unless
10.
you wanted me to re-roll. Yeah.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Miros, what'd you get?
15.
Yeah, you're good. And Niles?
Oh, thanks.
12.
Okay. And Owl?
17.
Sorry. So these things pop out,
Whoa, Niles. Nice.
right? And
112 initiative.
sorry. These
I think somebody's been min-maxing.
these things pop out. Sorry about that. And in a dramatic fashion, I mean, like, they don't sneak up. They, like, rise out of the coffins, pulling aside their shroud. They clamber out. They're going for get up and get out kind of thing. So even though you guys are somewhat surprised, that's what they're doing. Al.
Oh. I'm going to full turn magic missile. Ah! 3 bolts of magical energy emanate from my fingertips, flying across and striking medium undead number 2.
Okay. Now, what I'll do, even though it's placed them here, okay, this is them getting out, so I'm going to put them right on top of their coffins until they get to their turn. So, Theoin, these things are popping
Oops,
up like
wrong one.
daisies, and Al shoots. Did you target him?
I did target him.
Okay. Everybody target your new friends.
I don't know which one I'm going at.
Okay, well, we'll give you the first one.
Okay.
So, Al turns around.
Also, it'd be the closest one to me.
Yeah,
would
that's. Hang on, that should be number 1. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So 3 bolts. 1.
Now, if you want to spend a
2.
knowledge check, knowledge is power, gentlemen.
3.
You know.
So 3, 2, and 2 for a total of 7 points of damage. Flip, flip, flip.
The missiles burn. Force energy works not as well as positive energy, but force energy works well, and they take structural damage. You see bones break and armor melt, and although it doesn't react as if in any pain and keeps coming, you do seem to be sort of damaging it. Is that Al?
That is my turn.
Miros, right beside you, this thing pops up.
And I give it baitins quickly.
Okay.
It spooked me.
Oh, hang on a second here.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Flurry of baitins 1. Ha! 10.
10 miss. Okay.
Flurry of baitins 2. 23. That's a hit.
The battle is joined.
Damage. 9 points. Second attack. $19 rolled. 23 total. Hit. Damage. 7 points of damage. And then the last baitins. 15. Miss.
That's awesome, dude. 4 attacks in 1 round.
Yeah,
That is pretty cool.
that's amazing.
That's great. So it's my turn. Let's talk about undead, Joe. Let's talk about undead that can only be hit by magical weapons, Joe.
Sure, there's lots of those.
Let's talk about undead, baby.
Let's talk about running.
That's majority of them.
Yes.
So
Can you
what-
sit? Can you embellish?
What do you want me to talk about here?
I was hoping to, a little bit of a lecture. 1 second. So, neat thing about creatures, when you make a recall check, there's a simple DC. You learn something simple about it based on CR. Then I have to up the DC a bit for you to learn more on the same creature or same subject, but you get, more and more juicier, or harder to know. So, general undead stuff, first check. What is it? And then we kind of go from there. I can't stress enough, but this is going to be like the last time I tell you guys, if anyone has a guess of whose turn it is to make that recall check, because a strong lead. Miros gets in there right after Al, and you guys are pummeling this thing, and it's obviously taking damage, but it's not reacting to pain, which strongly hints that it is a certain type of creature, the type of creature that knowledge religion might be able to tell us a little bit more about. So, where were we in the turn order? Miros had just finished his turn.
I did.
The former knight, rotting, encrusted, possible picture forthcoming. Well, there's the podcast, but then there's also, we want to show off the claws that reach for you, not a weapon. Black smoke coming off of these claws like some sort of negative energy. The trappings of a knight, blue and rich reds. The armored chest piece and shoulder pads and, sort of a parade armor. The head shaved, caved in, all the skin tight to the bone, and eyes that glow red, and a gaping mouth that also glints of a reddish necromantic energy within it. But the most noticeable thing about this dark gray paled skin warrior are that its claws and the end of its fingertips are literally slowly smoking with black, terrible looking energy. And it's my go. And you're right in front of me. So, this one is going to step out in front of Muros. The one that I got up, and I'm sort of like 1 foot out, and Muros hits me, and you guys hit me. I think, to be fair to the rider, I'm going to continue off in the direction I was instead of staying put. Okay? So, oh, sorry, let's put this guy back. It's not his turn yet. This creature steps out onto the floor. And Theoin, Niles, odd or even?
Oh, it's the same.
Well, I'm always
distance.
odd.
Always odd?
So I guess I'll be even.
Okay. Little D4 action for you there. 2. There we go. 4. Even. Niles. This thing steps out and goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right to you. Reaches out a smoking, clawed hand and tries to rake it down that really nice golden open sleeve shirt number you got going on there. And hits you nastily before you can react with a 25. Does D6 plus 4. Does 9 points of damage.
Oh.
Plus, it drains your life force. Can I have a fortitude saving throw, please?
Yeah, 1 second. Here is my fox.
You feel the tugging
Nice.
of your life force. As the claws sink in, I drain your life force, and oh, thank you. I feel you actually see a few of the bones that Muros popped out knit back into place. Thank you.
Lovely.
And you succeed a DC, what, fortitude?
24.
Oh, so close. Yeah, okay.
If that failed, I'm just running.
Your young vitality, you feel its tug of your life force, but your body rallies and you do not become fully drained and gain the drain condition, which we will talk about soon. I clambered
Only
out.
if it lands.
Yeah. I clambered out of my thing. I get up. I get out, burn almost my movement, and get 1 strike. I think that's enough of me. The second creature rises, clambers out, and immediately attacks Muros, who's directly in front of him. Those smoking claws hits Muros once, and I think I can go for a second with a -4 because these are handy dandy hands. Okay, so I'm putting the -4 in there. A critical miss. Sorry, I don't have a name. But we'll do something to to make the fun. But still, damaging you for 9 points. You feel those hit points ebbing away. And you know what? Even though I haven't been damaged, I feel even more lifelike. And I gain temporary hit points. Why, thank you. So nice of you.
Interesting creature.
Oh! Can I have a saving throw versus fortitude?
20.
You feel the pull of your life force, but you resist. I'm done. Niles, you're up. Theoin, you're on deck.
Oh my god.
Well, kind of changes what I wanted to do, so. For I was going to do a knowledge recall, but I'm not going to do that now.
Oh, really? You sure?
No.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, because I can't. Otherwise, I will die. So, but what I can do is
But
cast
you could
heal.
die saving your friends with knowledge. See how important that is?
Yeah, and I can do damage and heal myself so I can try again next turn if I'm still around.
You're already on your second character. Theoin said it. There's plenty of humans to restock the party back in the village. It was like episode 1. All right, sir.
So I'm going to cast heal
All right.
as a burst.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Now, do you have
So
to...
all-
yeah, I was going to say, do you have to, like, do the old school of target me or heal them, or is it both?
Nope. This targets all living and undead creatures in my burst
Simultaneously.
simultaneously.
Oh.
plus
That's
That's
why I
energy.
cast it on the ooze, because I thought the ooze was undead. But it's
Mm.
positive energy.
Oh.
So I get to heal myself and everybody else within a 30
Mhm.
foot burst.
Take this moment to shout out to our sponsor, Fantasy Grounds, who provided us with some awesome books. And you know what? Shout out to Devin Knight, who doesn't just do hero tokens, for providing us with all kinds of monster tokens as well. And we're going to see what we can do about that right now. Back to the burst.
The burst. So 30 foot. Everything in 30 foot either gets healed by 3 or takes 3 if it's undead. Including myself.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
I guess that's my job. Miros heals 3, so your 12 becomes only 9 damage. Congratulations.
There you go.
Ah, that undead that healed 3 from you, you do it back. And the new guy is still in range. Yeah, I'm in 30 feet, so he takes 3. Niles heals himself for 3, so the 6 becomes 3.
Yep.
And this is not a temporary hit point thing, right? So,
And I'm done, because that's a full round action. Or, sorry, 3 actions.
well, all right.
Help me.
Is there a problem, Niles? Is there?
Yeah, Niles is only first level. Help me.
Oh yeah, you remember how many fights we were behind?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you live through this, buddy, you're second level. Forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
Live,
Oh, well, if.
live on.
Yeah.
You'll have earned it. I'm pretty sure. You know, and we believe in you. Don't we believe in him? We believe him, don't
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
we? There you
Root
go.
for you, buddy.
There you
All
go.
my attacks are going to go into the one that's attacking you till it's dead. I promise.
See. he's still skeptical. You just see him looking at me like I hate you. I hate you so much right now. But check out these
Oh,
really
cool.
good looking.
That's so much cooler than the token, I have to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
love
a lot better.
that.
See these.
get the little hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the broken, decrepit elbow. Getting at a funky angle.
So much
That's
better
cool.
than Pog. Now, I do admit the Pog that came with it actually shows the beautiful armor and everything. It is a good representation because it's like a waist shot. But yeah, gotta like those Devon Knight minis. So, Niles, you're done, sir. It's Theoin's
I
turn.
am.
Alrighty. So I'm going to
Yes.
move 5, 10, 15.
So, can you explain? You're actually running away to go around the
Nope.
long way.
I am running around.
Okay.
So I'm moving around these row of sarcophagus right there
Mhm.
till I have a clear shot. Then I'm going to enact sudden charge. 5, 10,
Oh.
15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gets me to there.
Mhm.
And that allows me to take a single strike.
So he backs off into the back corner, hooks around the bottom, and then turns and just does the dwarven sprint. The dwarven sprint. Da-da-da-da-da.
I don't know what just happened. I hit click twice. So
Towards
first
crit-
attack will be, or only attack, is at 26. I must have hit the attack button twice. My bad.
Oh, that's terrible.
So it doesn't look like a crit, sadly,
Oh.
for 7 points of damage, magic.
Okay, so the
This
first
new toy.
the first hit is a 26 and it hits. We're ignoring the second, right?
Well, that yeah.
And your
That's
first
my
damage
only-
is actually 8.
Oh.
So
Yes.
we'll take the better one. That's fine.
Yeah, I got a little excited here, and the I'm like, oh my god. So a little hyper on the clicking there, but actually got 3 movements and 1 attack. So I'm super satisfied with the sudden charge feat. That's
Yes.
nice.
I would be. Yep, that's pretty awesome. I was
Okay.
like, oh crap, he's not going to be able to attack him in this round. But no, you proved me wrong. By
And
raw
I'm done.
skill alone.
Okay. So, unfortunately, we've had you targeted on the wrong guy. Are you sorry? You targeted both of them for some reason.
Oh, I meant to attack
No,
medium undead 2.
Yeah,
Takes 8
that's
points.
fine. So
I tried to retarget, but it just
that's fine.
didn't
We'll
work.
we'll walk you through this and hold your hand, but it's fine.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Nick.
Okay.
Miros,
Are you done?
did you receive the benefit of that healing burst?
Yeah,
I am done.
Believe I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't very much.
I talked him through it.
Cool.
I actually mentioned it as I was clicking the numbers, so we're good.
Sweet.
Theoin, you are ending round 1. Things hang in the balance. Finally. Al, you're up. Miros, you're on deck. The bad guys, these obvious some sort of dead creatures, dead men, are moving in and gaining ground. What do? You better make it good.
I am going to, again, unleash a full volley of magic missiles into the undead that is harrowing our cleric.
Okay.
Miros
Okay, hang
is
on one second.
fine.
Oh, okay.
I go with this.
I get a +1 shield bonus unless these things strike unerringly because I'm surrounded by things.
They strike inerringly.
Okay, so we're good. Things and such and people.
Hit him. There you go.
So
Come on, big
call it out
money.
here. Come on, call it out here.
All right, so first missile hit for 3 + 1, total of 4.
Mhm.
Second one hit for 1 + 1, total of 2, and the third one hit for 3 + 1, total of 4, for a grand total of 10 points.
Okay. Sorry, you don't need to do long division. Just give me like a 3, a 2, a 1. Just do it. Break it down. Now, if it was like
For our podcasting audience.
yeah, well, you could like my mace strikes is for D6 bludgeoning plus the fire damage of D6. Sure, that's awesome, but you don't have to nitpick the. Okay, so
That is my turn. All
rattling,
actions.
it's Theoin and Niles. You see this thing taking force damage, and bones and armor and cracks are opening up, but it doesn't react like a person. Crazy, rather.
If we only knew.
Well, you've heard stories. You've heard stories of undead, but you've never fought one. And now, if you live through this, you can tell the tale and drink your ass off. Miros, you're up.
Hey. Okay. First action. I want to try to grab the guy in front of me.
You want to grab the creature that drains life.
No, that's a terrible idea.
No,
Terrible.
it only drains life if it stabs, gets his jingers in you.
That's true.
Oh, it's going for the wrists. Wrist control.
Right?
Disarm. Snap, snap. Ha ha.
You know where I'm going with this. All right, so it's an acrobatics. Athletics?
No athletics.
Athletics. So an athletics versus his fort. 14.
14 versus my fortitude. No. Sorry.
Okay, had to try. Then, seems all the hands are busy up here. I'm like, look at the hand, look at the hand, look at the hand. And then I flurry of kicking hymns. Normally where the Ghiblis would be, but they're not there, so.
They've rotted off years ago.
I know. So it's more like a river dance, kinda.
Got anything else?
Flurry of kickings?
Well, you can. I'm assuming you can make multiple grab attacks, multiple
Wait,
athletics check, because it's one action per grab, right? You've got 3, so as long as you're not provoking attacks of opportunity, which I don't think this thing gets, you should be good. You can just grab away. Just kick him in the shins and see what happens. Whittle me down.
Ay. Ah!
Natural 20.
There you
Critical.
go.
Oh,
Falling
Nice.
stone strike.
yeah.
So you didn't want to do the athletics. You don't want to grab him. You just...
Falling stone strikes where his stones used to be.
Okay.
Ah! For 15 points of damage.
Well, I'm immune to a lot of things, but I'm not immune to critical hits. So well done, sir.
Boy, that was the first one. There's a Ghibli on the other side that was trying to line up.
Hang on. Crit
What?
hit. Crit card. Now, you can take that extra point of damage, or 5, or the crit card. You want double
I'll
damage?
take the crit card.
Take the crit card. Okay. For bludgeoning, your target is flat-footed until the end of its next turn, starting right now. So now I have to reduce... I actually have to give it the flat-footed.
Boy, that's what I was going for with the old grabby grabs.
Yeah.
Turns out I should have kicked him where the sun don't shine.
So now it's flat-footed and has to suffer all those effects. But your damage plus is +4 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
+4.
Okay. So I get those. 10. Yeah, I get that damage back. The 5 points. Okay.
Okay.
So
Another foot.
Another foot.
Other foot.
Okay.
Ah! My God. 27. Critical again.
Damn it. Hang on a second. Now, before you roll, okay, you guys are too fast in the draw here. Before you roll,
Okay.
right? Do you want
Aye.
the damage with a hero point spent? Do you want, just the damage, or you really should use these?
Okay, let's use a hero card. I feel a tingle from above me that I should use the card.
Okay. Bludgeoning, split open. The target takes 1d6 persistent bleed damage. I don't think so. I think I'm immune to... I'm assuming that's a death effect, a disease, a paralyze, a poison,
Not
and the conscious.
this time.
I don't know. Doesn't say it doesn't say I'm immune to bleed damage. It says I'm immune to death effects, disease, paralyzed, poison, unconscious.
That's a death effect.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Sorry. Well, you know
Here
what?
comes a dam.
You know what?
What?
If the crit card is supposed to do something to a creature and it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. I'll give you a double damage. That's only fair.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Dams. 19 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You guys are just beasts, man.
Okay. Damage it. I guess someone could say, you damage it away, it would have bled, but it just doesn't because I'm immune. Haha. But never heard of anyone being immune to crit card. I think we better finally make a decision what we're doing with these cards here. But anyway, nicely done, sir. Are you done?
And my next attack.
What?
Yeah, my next attack. I grabbed,
yeah.
I flurry, I kicked them, and then I get one more attack. Or one more action.
You grabbed him, you did a flurry. Is that the falling stone strike?
Yeah.
Is actually is the flurry.
Yeah, I can use any of my my stances.
Okay, but you take an action to go into a stance.
I've never left it.
From when? When did you go?
Since I went into it.
When was that?
Our first combat.
No, you got to reset it every. You got to reset it every.
Do I?
Yeah. If it takes an action to set up the stance, you can't walk around in a combat in the stance, because you're doing things, you're searching, whatever. You got to reset it every combat, man. Come on.
But do I?
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yes, the DM says you do.
Okay. Then I'll use that action I didn't use. We'll retro it. It goes in before.
That's fine. Come on, man. That's like 101. And I never left the stance. And I'm gonna search the room. And come on.
It reduces my speed to 20, but I'm a dwarf, so that's how it should go.
It's a fighting stance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's ineffective if you're not in combat.
Always be ready.
No, sorry. You pull that.
He just walks around.
You pull that crap on me again. No, I've had some big fuck ups with the rules, so I'm not gonna hold you to that. But that just I'm calling bullshit shenanigans on that, man. So you want those falling stone strike? You want the stance? Activate it at the beginning of combat because it gives you huge bonuses. Just I woke up this morning. And I'm in the stance and I eat my breakfast in case I get attacked. That's bullshit, man. Come on. The whole time.
Well, he does attack a bowl of cereal.
I never stopped clenching my cheeks this entire hour in the dungeon. No, come on.
You want to know how you push out the blades for his chest hairs?
Nope. Every combat.
Okay.
Now, if there's a combat that triggers a combat, sure, I'll keep it into it. You know, if there's a combat, but as soon as we leave encounter mode and go into like exploration mode, you know. I mean,
enough.
that
makes sense. It makes sense to me.
Even like if you guys go into a room,
I side with the DM on this judgment.
well, thank you, but I'm still the GM. I'll even give you this, Ryan. If you want to walk into a room out of combat and guard, go, well, they're all searching. I'm just going to go in my stance and guard the room. Sure. You're up and running. You get that activation outside of combat. No problem. And something jumps up to bite your clenched cheeks. Didn't burn any extra. But you didn't participate in the perception check to search the room. You didn't, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like a one or the other. So if you want to walk into a room and clench and do nothing else, and forfeit the perception checks and stuff, sure, you could be in guard mode. I got no problem with that. But you know, you've been doing tons of other stuff out of combat, which will take out that stance. So anyway, moving on. I do appreciate Matt, and I have had rules lawyers, and you know, we've been pretty open about looking and trying to like, well, the book's right, and I'll make the judgment. But you know, in the end, guys, you got to trust me on this. This is not a committee. Like, there does have to be someone in charge, and that's me. So, well done, sir. Like, this thing has taken 44 points of damage between you guys. You guys are racking up the frequent undead flyer points here. But it's my turn now. And I'm standing in front of you, and I've got nothing better to do than claw at poor Mr. Muros, the guy in front of me. I'm going to go once. Natural 20 for a critical. I'm going to give you the damage now. I'm going to 12 points, and I'll have that fort save. I'm going to enter my adjustment, my -4, for the second claw attack, which misses. And I'm going to
save.
And thank you.
23.
Very nice.
And I was going to say, if you
-8.
failed the save because it landed on a crit, it would have
Probably doubled.
It would have been doubled.
Yeah. And a critical miss.
Oh,
Critical
karma
miss.
working for the monk.
Yes.
All
So
unbalanced.
something I like to do, an action for an action is like, oh, crit miss. Well, he doesn't pull a card. So I usually like to have them forfeit an action, even if it's next round. So next round, you know, he's got to recover. He goes long or something. It'll cost him an action or an attack. So he only gets 2 actions next round. Feel free to remind me of that. I think that's fair on like a generic.
If it survives.
How you doing, Muros? He's not doing so well.
I'm standing.
Undead number 2. So I'm getting some juicy cleric life. Oh, this is good stuff. Oh yeah, we're liking this. You know, that's a good. And then come wailing down on me. How much damage did Theoin do?
8 points, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a knight. I was once a knight. The cleric, the warrior, my ribs caved in. I didn't feel it, but that can't be good. I could attack either one of you. I'm hungry for life. Now this guy hit me with positive energy. All he did was pray. So I got a real hard on for cleric, so I'm going to have to say it's a 50-50. Odd or even again. I believe Theoin says he's always...
To that one.
What's that?
We already know the answer to that one.
Yeah, Theoin likes to be odd. Even.
Oh.
Joe, how long have we been gaming together?
Not that long.
Oh, sure. There was a big rest in the middle of like how long have I known you? How?
Oh my god, decades.
Have I ever killed? And I've been DMing over you and under you for years. Have I ever killed any of your characters?
No.
And how many of my freaking characters have you killed, Mr. Gibson? I count 3. So, look, I'm attacking you, and I'm enjoying it, I must say. I hit Niles. Yes, it's personal. Oh, the dice decided. No, I didn't decide to attack my friend Joe. Like, I did roll a 2 on the odd and even. He had a 50-50. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me roll my save.
Roll your save.
Or try to.
Yep.
With the 15.
fail.
Oh.
Let's talk about drain. Let's talk about
drain. AP.
do you have it up in front of you, Joe?
Oh, nope, not anymore. Give me 1 second, I will.
When attacked by a creature that successfully drains. Oh, that's right. How many times did I hit Muros? Twice?
In
Once.
this fight, twice.
Twice. Okay, because I get hit points every time I do, which means I'm not as bad off as I thought I was.
Well, you got the hit points from the first hit, and I'm not sure if you did it for the last one. Probably not.
No, because you beat the crap out of him, so didn't do that one.
No.
Okay, got to track that on as it happens, or I'll forget. So, what I know about draining, because yes, I've been reading. Drain 1 all the way to drain 4. Okay, you hit drain 1, you take damage on top of what I'm hitting you with, because there is my strike, and the necromantic energy gives me 3 temporary hit points. Thank you. Now I'm trying to drain your life force. While this is going on, you must rally. Fortitude save, DC 17, gentlemen. If you make it, good for you, and lots of you have. If you fail, it's not that I'm pulling more of it out of you for me, I'm just pulling it out of you, and your body becomes drained. And you take the drain condition, so right now it's 1, times your level, which is 1, in hit points. No big. Yep. But imagine a 5th level character taking drain 3, so that would be 15 hit points damage in a strike. Like this gets worse and worse as I claw at you. So please take 1 point, and see, these guys would take it more. So low level actually is suiting you well, sir.
Yep. Kinda.
Yeah. So you've taken 8 points so far. I'm going to take you to 9 because you take 8 point. Anything you want to add there in drain?
In drain? Yes. So you just lose the number of hit points equal to your level times the drain value, which you talked about. And to regain it, according to the rules, is you can't do it through magic. You have to rest.
Yeah. I need you up higher on the mic there, Joe. You look quiet.
Oh, sorry. According to this, you cannot get rid of the drained condition through magic.
Yes.
You must rest.
Yes, your spirit has to rally overnight, kind of thing.
And it only decreases 1 per night.
Yep.
So if you get drained a lot,
so no big. But wait a minute. Isn't there some kind of penalty going on with this? Isn't he carrying some kind of cost?
Oh yes. It's also a penalty to any con-based check, i.e., your fort save.
Yeah.
So it makes it harder to save on.
Yeah. So while you're all messed up and tired, it's like the undead flu. You feel like shit. So, I struck you once. Where are we here?
Yep. So far. Yep.
Struck you
Bring
once.
it on.
Got my -4.
I'm still up.
I strike you twice.
Okay, hold on. Let me do my another save right off the bat. So we can do this easy.
And you take 7 points of damage.
And with my penalty, that would be
14 fail.
A 14.
So now it's drain 2. So you take 2 more points on top of the 7. So Niles is at 16.
Oh, look at that.
He had 1 point left, and now 17. Niles goes down.
No.
That's just 0 though, so it's all right.
Oh,
You still got your hero point, man. You still got your hero point.
Yep.
I'm good. I'm just taking a little nap.
Yeah, no,
I'm just gonna have a little nap.
it was tactical.
Yep.
Out of the plane of sight.
Tactical nap. I like it.
Yeah.
It seems appropriate during these current times that we're going through with the whole self-isolation.
Yeah.
I am going to take a tactical nap.
Okay. You go down. I'm not gonna hunch over you and rip you and all this thing. I'm not mindless. As soon as you fall, it just turns on Frank. My last attack. Hello. Pretty.
Oh, bring it.
But it's still at -8 because I'm flailing desperately this time. So it's very unlikely. Critical miss.
Critical miss.
So it's going to cost him an action. Niles' turn. Niles, what would you like to do?
I'm at 0.
Yeah.
So I'll just lie here.
You actually took enough to take you to -1 because you had 1 hit point. You took 2 damage because of the drain and everything.
Oh, well, I just looked at my character sheet and said 1.
I fixed that.
He's gonna lay there.
There is
bleed a
no.
little while.
Am I bleeding out?
No, you're at dying 1 because you crossed the 0 fret, right? So you're dying 1.
Okay.
So you can stabilize.
Oh, then I'll have to stabilize.
Mhm.
I'll do my flat check. At an 11.
Okay. Now, how many fails have you saves have you failed? 3? 2?
Yep.
3.
2.
2. Right.
1,
So
2.
so that's you took the damage and then there's like 2 hit points which brought you into the -1, right? So you're at drain 2. We got to put that on your guy somehow. Because even when you wake or if you somehow magically get out of this, you're going to be carrying that for several nights of rest, right?
Yep. 2.
Yep. Yep. Well, how many doors has he kicked open in an hour? That could be a long time. We say Niles is drained 2 because that's handy to know. Good to know. And you save, you rally, and the DC is 10 plus the value, which is 11. Right?
Yeah, 10 plus the value, so I
11.
fell.
No, you have 11.
Wait, no, I
No,
passed,
that's a
sorry.
success.
That's a success. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I was dying too.
No, you're dying 1, drain 2.
Okay.
Oh, wait a
So
minute.
I
Is
am
this a con check?
stabilized.
No, it's not a con check. It's a flat check, isn't it?
Flat
Yep.
check, yeah.
Oh, if this was a con check, we'd be at -2. This is a flat check, man.
Yep.
Oh,
He stabilizes.
the gods smile upon your.
Hero point intact.
He wakes
Yep,
up. He wakes up
so far.
completely sober. He wakes up completely sober.
Oh no.
Oh, no, that sucks.
Yeah. You ever seen that scene in Renton where the captain finally stops drinking, sobers in the desert, and then he wakes up and he doesn't remember anything or anyone, and he's acting all polite to everybody, and they put booze in him, and he goes back to his mad story-driven self. Niles, you done?
Yep.
Theoin.
Oh god. All right. Attack.
Yep. Target up. You're good.
So first attack, miss.
Oh dear. I critically missed. Now we're just slapping at each
Second
other.
attack. Critical miss.
This
axe is
you have a
clearly
name.
cursed.
You have a name. I pull a card. Excuse me. I'll be right with you.
I throw that axe down the hall.
You
and draw the.
You are slow. Decision paralysis. Well, Frank was talking about how shitless he was scared earlier between games.
Right.
You are slowed 1 until the end of your next turn. What does the slowed condition do? Hey,
It
Joe.
removes an action.
You're just kind of lying there, Joe. Could you look that up for me?
No, it removes an action. I went through this on my alt character.
Yeah.
Slow is an
I'm
awesome
actually-
ability.
Okay.
I'm actually going to spend my hero point to re-roll that second one. I don't want to be slowed. So here we go.
Are you sure
Just
you want
a
to burn
miss.
a hero point that could save your life coming
Yep.
up?
No, if I need the hero point, I'm stuck here.
Okay.
Cleric's down.
Okay.
I'll be dead.
Okay.
So
Brave of you.
miss. Last attack. Miss.
Another critical miss.
That's a critical miss.
A brand new card.
Oh, I retract my carry me senpai statements.
Dude, I'm throwing this axe down the hall.
This is like, this thing
Okay.
sucks.
He throws it, it bounces off the wall and hits him. On the receiving end, you deal damage to yourself instead of the target. Let's have that damage, Frank.
Serious?
I am serious.
Make him target himself first. Wait, don't roll it yet. Target himself.
Yeah. Great use of hero point, buddy. I really feel bad for you.
All right.
Let's
All
have it. Good thing it's not the big axe, eh?
All right.
Theoin takes 8 points of damage, and he's the only guy in this dungeon mighty enough to hit himself. He's the only creature dangerous enough to take damage to himself.
Ah!
Okay.
Round-
And I'm done.
Round 3. Ow. Oh my god, my creature's made it to round 3.
Da, 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 da. Right then, magic missile.
Keep it coming. Where? Who? What?
onto medium undead number 2.
So the guy,
The
the guy in the corner that's just mauling your friends.
Yep. Keep them coming. Yeah, that's good. Oh, yes, I'm liking these numbers. That's nice. All right, so the first one hits for 4.
Mhm.
The second one hits for 5. Bam, bam, bam. And the third one hits for 3 for a grand total of 12 points of damage.
I would like you to picture a room that kind of looks like a hot dog. It's long, it's narrow, 3 squares tall, and a good 8 squares long. In its center, even pulled away from the wall, so there's like a track that runs all the way around, are 6 cute little coffin stone boxes carved nicely. The 2 in the center were opened. From the door, secret door I might add, from the top left corner, if you step right into the room and step south on that side wall, lies Niles. Backed into a corner on the bottom of that corner, the bottom of the wall, is an undead creature that's having a great time. Beside him, moving along the bottom of the track towards the east or the right, is Theoin, who just hit himself with his axe. Going back to the secret door, if we go along the top of the track, along top of the wall, halfway along is the other undead, turned facing right or facing east, trading blows with Miros. Both of them are on the top side of those coffins, and right behind is Al, peeking over with his pew pew pew, diagonally shooting all the way across the room and nailing this undead. In case you had trouble picturing it, I'm having a good time. Are you having a good time?
Oh yeah, always, Jeff.
Somebody's having fun. Al, are you done?
That is my turn, yeah.
Miros. And your stone mountain freaking butt clench stance. Let's have it. Make it good.
The glutes are so tight. So tight.
What do you got?
Flurry. Everything. Everything.
It's just flurry, flurry, flurry. How many flurries can you do in a single round?
1.
Oh, okay. So basically, if you
better
just
the way I said it.
okay. Now with your flurry though, you get full attack bonus,
Yes.
or you just get 2 attacks in a single action, and the second attack has to be at -4.
That's what I thought, but Joe had corrected me, and they're both at the same. The action that
whatever
they're taking
penalty.
on.
Yep.
So if I were to attack, do an action, and then do a flurry.
So not only do you get a free strike that doesn't cost you a second action, they're both at full pluses.
Yeah, whatever order they're taking at.
Yeah, if you end with them, you're at -8. What's the point, right? If you lead with them, they're at full. Okay. I better not see a comment or somebody else going, they're lying to you. Look at page 6. Still very disappointed with this dungeon butt clench that you've gone through the entire freaking time, ready to go. Not going to forgive that easily.
Do you remember the person who's doing all the killing was Theoin, though? Oh, sorry, the knocking down. The bear did all the killing.
And then I had to play
Yeah.
Theon, and I killed everything against me. I am so ashamed, so I'll give you that. Anyway, Miros, what do you do?
I casted stones at this thing in front of me.
Okay.
Take it to the face. Ooh, 24.
Nice.
Hit. Damage. 9 points. Second flurry. 17. Also a hit. Stone. 11 points.
All of a sudden, this thing falls to the floor and stops moving. And you believe you finished it. Reaching through, powering through, and one of your masters in your early training taught you about lethal versus non-lethal. Killing anything. He talked about what he called the pillar of life. It is the spine. It goes from the back of the top of the head all the way down to the buttock. Just about everything walking has one. If you sever that, a creature can't stand and snuff whatever life it has. And you manage to dig your way, pounding away through those ribs and armor to get to the spine and obliterate it. And this thing falls in a heap, triggering its final spite. As it's reduced to 0 hit points, it makes one final attack at you.
Well, that's not cool.
I think it's very cool. I think it's awesome.
Oh yeah, perspective plays a large portion in that opinion.
Oh god.
Spitefully with a 14. Oh. Do you remember how I told you it was gonna, cost itself an action?
Yeah.
A good thing it missed, because I probably would have had to retract that to keep my word. It spitefully claws at you and you just stomp the boot. And this Hell Knight of once more is laid to rest a second time. Meanwhile, Undead number 2.
Hey, no way! I still got 2 more actions.
Okay, what do you do?
You're dead. You didn't even know it. You just should have stayed laying. And how high are the sarcophagus in between?
They're on a dais, and then they're raised up. So I'm guessing the lip is kind of like chest height. The proverbial 5 or 6 feet off the ground. It's like a simple athletics check to climb up or whatever.
Okay, but what I want to know is, would I be able to begin on top of it and like attack down on the diagonal?
You lost me. Move your mini. Where do you want to go? Now remember, these 2 here are open. So you're not just hopping on a lid, you're hopping into something, or we're back to those edges of benches argument.
Right. No, if I want to go in between Niles and Theoin, where they are, just north of Theoin, on top of the...
Oh, yeah. No, easy peasy. If you skirt straight down 5, 10, 15, right? And then give me
Can
an
he occupy the space of a fallen comrade?
Yeah, but it's difficult terrain, but he could just easily hop up here on the end coffin. Sure.
I know you're going, Matt. I don't have the movement for that.
If you can successfully give me the athletics check to get up there, I'll give you a +1 for high ground.
Okay. Athletics check coming at you.
Okay. So you've got a 20-foot move, right?
Yes.
5, 10, 15 athletics to clamber up on this thing. 17.
17.
No problem. Yep. Hop, skip, and a jump.
All right.
You're up there. Okay, so you got 1 action left
And I try to boot it in the face.
with a +1.
Ooh, nice. And the modifier. I am targeted. Actions. Second attack.
Obviously, I must have forgiven you for all that butt clenching, but no, I'm not gonna cheat the game just because I'm disappointed in Messina's actions.
Thank you, Jeff. That's very big of you.
Mm,
And it's okay. It's a critical miss.
it's okay. The monsters
And he
get bigger.
falls off the coffin.
I'm pretty sure the monsters get bigger every book I get to read. But in the meantime, crit miss named player. Is that what? Oh, sorry. Okay, you take a bad spill as you try to kick it. Okay, Theoin is waving his axe around and he cuts your foot, and you don't fall, but you start taking persistent bleed damage from a nasty D8. You take 1d8 persistent bleed damage. Joe, let's talk about persistent bleed damage.
I'll use my hero point to negate that then.
To re-roll.
Yeah.
Can we still talk about bleed damage just a little bit?
Oh, sure we can.
Thank you. I'm still trying to learn,
Yeah, no.
Can talk about any condition.
It's fine. We'll wait till it comes up officially. You guys ever play the old
17, a miss, and
Okay.
not a critical miss.
Yeah. Was it the old Prince of Persia when you die because he was telling the story Arabian Night style, and he'd be like, "Wait a minute, that didn't happen." He'd give you the rewind, No, it didn't happen like that. I didn't die. And a regular legit miss. Better than bleed damage. So we are
Better than 1d8 bleed damage.
2 out of 4 hero points down, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Niles. Would you like to burn a hero point to wake up?
Yeah, so I can get hit and go to back down? No thanks.
Sitting there with one eye wide open. Take some aggro, you buggers. Okay. So what do you want to do? Delay?
Pray.
Pray.
No delay. Pray. I'm at 0, so I pray
Okay.
in my sleep.
You are unconscious. The battle is... Well, the battle is upon us. And yet, Niles, you hover. Did you stabilize?
Yep.
Okay.
That's why I'm not doing anything.
You're unconscious in a coma state. You've stabilized, but your body is so drained. You have had that sort of near-death experience. I'm not saying you're having an out-of-body experience as you lie there, but you dream of a dark place. This isn't heaven. This isn't hell. It's just nothingness. And you lie there. And then you hear metal armored footsteps walking towards you. You can't move. You don't feel like you're rooted to this place, like you have freedom. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You really want to wake up in your unconscious state. And then finally, a familiar looking face sort of drapes its head over you. Hello. You see Alex Stagram. We have much to discuss, and you have no time. Back to Theoin.
Oh my god. All right. So I've thrown my axe and hit myself in the face. I am going to drop the shield.
How do you top that? Sorry.
Drop my shield.
Yeah.
There's an action. Draw my big axe. There's an action.
Can you drop it
And
for
attack.
free? Like, just let it go? Or do you mean, like, non-raise it?
No, I'm dropping it. You have to spend an action every round to kind of put it in the way of danger. I'm just taking it off.
Yeah, but doesn't it... can't you still drop items for free, Joe?
As far as I know, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, just drop the shield.
It'll
Pick
take
it
you
up
an
after.
action to ready it, or take an action to, like, pick it up off the ground, and a second one to ready it, you know. You drop it for free.
All
But
right.
if it's the ground, it's going to cost you 2 to get it back in a position. 1 to pick it up, and then 1 to get it in front of you. You know, that kind of thing. That sucks, but...
Oh no, I mean,
Yeah.
I think I've found my favorite weapon, and it's not that +1 hand axe of face stabbing.
First magical weapon, it betrays you.
Right.
So
All right.
what are we at? Glenn?
So AC 19 for 13 points.
Okay.
You still have an action.
Then I will attack again.
With the negative, the one further down, right?
Critical miss.
Oh, great.
Damn it.
And you're at a hero points. No take backsies, right?
Yeah.
You decapitate yourself. I will say this. The critical miss cards seem horribly skewed. If in order to access double damage, we
Okay.
have to spend a hero point. I think we should have the choice. I don't think we should have to spend a hero point to decide whether or not we take the card.
Oh, no,
I
no,
think
no,
if
no,
the
no,
if
no,
the
no,
critical
no.
misses
Whoa,
apply
whoa.
regardless.
You get a critical, and the system gives you double damage. We've bought this additional thing called crit
Right,
card,
and you're and what you're saying is we have to take the card,
please, right? You get regular damage and the card,
or we can spend a hero point for double damage, and I don't
as
think we
well
should have to
as well as the card.
Right. So I think if you want to take both, you take both. But I think otherwise you should be able to pick between double damage or the card.
You
just
do.
because the critical because the critical misses affect us and it doesn't cost the enemies. You know what I mean? Like it just seems a bit skewed in the opposite direction.
We had talked about this before. Okay, you guys up front have a choice. Before you roll damage, before you roll crit damage, you can have double damage, and I'll leave the card there. Or
cool.
regular damage.
I thought we
and the
had
crit
abandoned that.
No,
because that's how we were playing it.
Let me walk you through it. Like you get your damage plus the card, or you can just like, no, I just want my double damage, which Frank kept taking, right? And we're like, well, there's got to be something in the middle because I really want to burn these cards, and I've been pulling them out, right? If you use your hero point, you get everything, which is crazy. No one does that. Thank you, generous DM. Why? Because, like we said, the crit miss is kind of, we're still working on a way to like balance it.
Yeah, like it just seems a little unfair because these guys are like, oh, I crit miss and I just lose an action, but when he crit misses, he does D8 persistent bleed damage. Like it's a little skewed in my opinion.
Well,
But
how about this? You have that advantage. These crit cards can be very nasty. Monsters don't get them. Gotta have a name. You guys have names, so every time you have that option, damage or the awesome card. Regular monsters just stand there going, beep, 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 beep. Okay, we double their damage.
no, they don't. They do double damage, which is always going to be, in my opinion, the better option,
Okay.
and that's why it's skewed.
Okay, I see. We'll have to discuss this out of game. In the meantime,
That's what I'm saying.
in the meantime,
We'll talk about it.
I really hate. I really hate to draw this card and prove Matt's point, but I swear, the last card I drew said melee. It was called on the receiving end, right, Frank? And you hit yourself,
Yeah, something like that.
right? Okay, this is a new card. I swear. It says backswing, melee. You deal the attack's normal damage to yourself instead of the target.
Oh.
See, it's not the axe, Frank. It's Theoin. Now let's
No,
have
it's the crit cards.
no, let's have that damage.
Right.
I already rolled it. 8 points.
Yeah,
Oh wait.
but it's
2
see,
plus 6.
and if you screw yourself, it's not a critical hit
Oh,
against
please.
yourself. It's a critical
Please.
miss. It's a symbol.
Please kill me.
Destroyed.
Yes, I'm dead.
What?
Sweet.
17
He
points.
killed himself.
He
I
did,
just killed
himself.
he did not.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
He's dropped to 0. You're not dead. You're not dead. Hey, man,
It's a critical miss,
go.
which would be the same as a critical failure. So what does that mean, Jeff?
Whoa, hang on a second. He took the crit card, right?
Because it was a critical miss,
Yeah.
which is the same as a critical failure, which means
He's at dying
too.
too. He's got lots of dying left.
which means he's dead. Because there's no healers.
No, hang on a second. Hang on a second.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
No healers and no hero.
You know,
hero
Joe,
point.
these guys need to go back and watch what the auxiliary cast suffered. How many times did I knock you guys on your ass down to 0, down to -2? You're living proof that guy kept coming back. -2, -1, kept coming. There was lots of chances to regain. I knocked 3 players on their ass, you twice, before Rob finally actually died. So I'm kind of surprised that you're kind of going, to boo-hoo this, okay? Frank,
I'm not boo-hooing it. He's at dying 2.
you're at dying 2.
3, he dies.
Dying 4, he dies. Dying 4, he dies. He does have
Yeah.
chances.
Dying 4.
Sorry.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da.
Boy, you're a bunch
The
of
drama.
bunch of buzzkill. Come on, guys. Come on, you got this.
Sorry, no, but
You guys have come back from worse.
I've been noticing in this fight in particular is like, oh, crit miss, they lose 1 action. You crit miss, you fucking kill yourself.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a difference there. Like it seems a bit skewed. That's my opinion.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know how we make that even? We either take away the cards, or all creatures can use them, so they suffer all the good and bad effects. That would be raising all the baddies up to your tier. But as many times as they're going to get fucked and get crit misses, they're going to be drawing crit cards on you guys, and you're going to take the same amount of bleed damage. I'll kind of start whining at me even more. So anyway, Theoin, you dropped to -2 dying. But this battle is far from over, gentlemen, I'm telling you. Al, round 4.
Yes.
If you guys were like round 2, come on. Something finally gets to round 5. You guys got this.
I am going to telekinetic projectile. Whatever I can. The axe he threw.
Sure.
Use
Sure.
All right, so. Oh, critical miss.
Okay. Here comes the card.
the spell.
The spell.
Yeah. Spell. Bleeding eyes. So, the old.
Keep proving our point, Jeff. Keep proving it.
Hey, I don't write these cards, man. I don't write these cards. You can write a nasty letter to Paizo. I love this shit. As the axe raises, you know how telekinetic in like the mute movies and stuff, they grab it and it comes flying up beside them, like it comes flying to them, and they aim it.
Yep.
Before you launch it. It comes flying to you, and it clips your ear, and you take 1d6 persistent bleed damage as it hits you in the eye. It's bleeding eyes. Take 1d6.
Oh.
1d6 persistent bleed, 2 points persistent bleed. Joe, can we finally talk about persistent bleeding, please? I think now is a good time. I think Matt probably needs to mute up because he's really pissed off. He's getting mad.
Just no, it's like I said, and I'm glad I actually said this.
We're almost
long
at 2
before
hours.
it actually happened to me.
We're going at almost 2 hours, guys. We're going long just to settle this. So, Joe, what do you got for bleeding persistent wowies?
Okay, so we're X persistent damage. So whatever it is. So you take that damage immediately, and then you take it at the end of each turn as long as you have the condition. Rolling any damage dice anew for each time. Thus, if it's a d6, d8, whatever.
Okay.
After you take persistent damage, roll a DC 15 flat check to see if you recover from the damage.
Oh.
If you succeed, the condition ends.
So you could do it right now.
Bam.
20.
Natural 20.
Easy peasy.
Ah,
Easy peasy.
2 damage to the eye.
Now- So, yeah. But now you get that cool eyebrow scar. Huh? Huh?
Yeah,
That's right. When he heals up, if we ever get our Clara back, so quit your bitching. There you go. Miros.
Hey, I still have an action.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you spent 2 actions whining at me. Okay, come back. I joke. We know we're friends. For your entertainment.
I
Okay.
will.
Hey, how about that knowledge recall?
Do a knowledge recall. Sure.
no.
Yeah, I've got an action. That's
sorry.
a great idea.
Knowledge recall does not help shit dice rolls. I'm sorry. It doesn't. At this point, I think you're good with the...
Well, you know what though? Honestly, it's a good idea.
Okay. But do you have anything else? No, seriously. I that's a bad point for me to like drop that in there.
I don't know. I at this point, no. You know what? I don't have anything really better to do. What do you want? Arcana?
Okay. Hang on.
Religion?
You know what? We got way off on a tangent here. Did anyone hit this thing last time around? Like Miro slipped, did a whole bunch of missing and stuff. We went to Theoin, right? Theoin, did you get a hit in before we got to your undead? I mean, you didn't lead like.
Yeah, I initially hit it one time and then killed myself.
Okay, so you hit this thing, right? Okay, it goes down. So guess what, Al? That crit card goes on back and top of the pile. That's the best news. You didn't have to use your telekinesis, in the battle technique. It goes down, and it tries to do a final strike as it's going down, and I only have one target, and that's Miros.
And you get to lose an action because of your last critical fucking miss.
And there you go. There you go. And by the way, I made that up.
I'm not dead.
I made that up. There's a critical
I know
miss, and
you
there's a generic sort of like, well, whatever you feel is, I'm sorry. Nope, that's apologies aren't good enough.
The crit cards are balls.
Yeah.
When you miss.
Yeah.
When you miss. Like, and just for that
Okay.
reason alone, I'm like, meh.
Would you like to know what would have happened if I hit Miros? Too bad. It never
Sure.
happened. No, it never happened. It's bad enough I got to rewind time for you. So
So then instead of doing all that stuff,
'Kay.
I rush the cleric. Get down on my knees.
I'm already
And
there. I have 2 healing potions. I want to do a swan dive into both of their mouths.
just off the top rope.
Some like John Woo stuff, like pop, pop.
Okay, whoa.
Does the dive.
whoa. These guys are still in rounds before they die, so you guys need to stay in rounds. So, Al,
Right.
it goes down. Like I said, it's retroactive screw up crit. No trigger. Okay,
Sweet.
even though I should not really remove a trigger action, by the way. I said I would remove actions, not a reaction.
Fair enough.
By the way, but it's a critical miss, so that's kind of a cool thing. Okay, so that's extra cool. Thank you for your extra whining.
So I run in and just run
Okay,
into the
so
and slide in.
you move to get to him, right? So you are 5,
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 25 to get to him. Do you have 25 movement?
I do. I am a dwarf.
Okay. You retrieve the potion as an action.
I don't have a potion of healing.
What do you have?
I just have a medicine skill check.
And
So sorry
it
if I kill you.
No. It takes a he's like the medical android. Uba. Sorry. No, seriously, it's a single action to do medicine skill, or all 3. Because
if you have battle
Dude.
medicine,
Oh,
No,
I
it's ti-
don't
it's
think I
10
do.
minutes.
if you
It's
don't
10
have
minutes
battle,
healing.
if you don't have battle
No.
medicine, you can't do it. In
the
combat.
good news.
Oh, I can't.
Hang
You're
on.
right.
Hang on. The good news is you don't know this, but he's stable, so he's not going anywhere. Niles is in trouble of dying. He's stable.
I'm just breathing.
But not to meta, you don't know that. So there you are, and we'll come back to your check in 10 minutes. The real action,
Sure.
okay, is Miros. Power diving
dive.
on top of Theoin and killing him with his bulk before he ever gets a potion and ketchup bottle in there. Theoin, Miros.
Hey.
Seconds hang in the balance. Who do you heal? The cleric, the cool undead boxing partner that never dies, or Theoin? You still have a potion?
I have 2 potions.
Okay, so you're standing there.
All right.
Now you said you fell. I said you did not fall. You just cut your poor little foot. It's your turn.
Yes.
You take persistent bleed damage unless you make that flat check, but you spend a hero point to get rid of that. So you're good.
Right.
You're just standing there.
Yeah.
So.
I would like to take a potion.
Okay. Retrieve potion.
Toss
Action.
it.
Yep. Get it into him.
Toss it to Alric.
Al's busy.
That's your action.
Oh, okay.
Take the other potion. Like, toss, what's it? Retrieve, toss. Alright. And then take the other potion and jump down to Theoin.
I think you're done.
Okay, so
Full
you.
potion is one action.
Yeah, you might want to just
Potion is a second.
one guy at a time. Heal Theoin and then worry about getting one to Al. I mean, you
Alright.
blink and Al's on top of him,
So I pull a potion, hop off,
Mm-hmm.
and then feed it to my cousin.
Okay. Now, they talk about manipulating an item really is only a single action. Don't let me tell you the blowgun frickin' poison story. It's, 1 or 2 actions. So I think you're good. I think if you,
Massage the throat.
I think you're good. Now, you're up in the air. I gave you high ground. You gotta get off of there.
Acrobatics.
No, you can just, hop down beside him, right? Same thing.
Bunny hop.
You pull the potion, and you begin administrating it, right? Now, Joe, is there anything specifically about applying a potion to an ally or someone adjacent that's going to burn a ton of chevrons?
Nope, 1 action.
Okay. So, this potion of what?
It's a minor healing potion.
Minor healing.
Yeah.
Okay. And if we go into the wonderful minor healing potion world, that sucker...
1d8.
There you go. You roll it. 2. Magical healing immediately stabilizes the dying condition and brings you to 0? Or does it actually immediately stabilize and bring him actually to those 2 hit points? At the very least, Frank's not going to die. Told ya.
That's a shame.
He had his next goblin all lined up. He was going to be a mutant goblin jello cube. He was excited about it. He told me between sessions. Joe?
I'm reading.
Okay. Anyway, at the very least...
Because we've never used a potion.
Okay,
before.
but I do know that magical healing can stabilize a character that's in the negative. So at the very least, we know whether you're at 0 or in the pluses. Okay, Theoin is not going to die. Okay, so now we can leave the dramatic rounds and get us back on track with 10 minutes worth of medical checks and a bunch of hashing out things and whining behind the scenes. And we will see you next time on I Still Count 3 Dwarves Alive and My Monsters Are Dead and Ashes, the Elven Portal podcast. Thank you for watching. And we would like to hear from you about how you use your crit cards and how many of you love them. I want to hear it. Say goodnight, Niles.
Good night, everyone.
Say goodnight, Al. Nicely.
Good night.
Fucking crit cards.